Welcome back, insiders, to Wainsider, where we dive deep into the moments that redefine the WWE Universe. Tonight, we're breaking down a seismic SmackDown shocker. Roman Reigns unveiling a new Shield, a trio with no bloodline members, to annihilate Seth Rollins' faction. This wasn't just a power move, it was a betrayal of everything the bloodline stood for, a gut punch to fans, and a declaration of war. We're unpacking the emotional history, the devastating attack, and what this means for the tribal chief's legacy. Let's dive in. The Bloodline, a dynasty forged in power, pride, and family. Roman Reigns, the tribal chief, has ruled WWE with an iron fist, flanked by the Usos and guided by Paul Heyman's cunning. Their dominance is legendary, a Samoan empire built on loyalty and fear. But beneath the surface, there's always been pressure. The weight of carrying a family legacy, the silent resentments between brothers, the unspoken cost of Roman's relentless control. These cracks have defined the bloodline as much as their victories. Roman's journey as the tribal chief began with a transformation. The big dog became a ruthless king, demanding acknowledgement from everyone, fans, foes, even his own blood. Jey Uso's early defiance was a battle of wills, his loyalty won through submission. Jimmy fell in line, but the tension never faded. Every promo, every glance, hinted at a family stretched thin. Roman's need for control wasn't just about titles, it was about proving he's the undisputed head of the table, no matter the cost. Please like, share and subscribe for more WWE content. Now, let's talk Seth Rollins. The visionary, the architect, has been a thorn in Roman's side since their Shield days. The original Shield, Roman, Seth, and Dean Ambrose, was a brotherhood that changed WWE forever. But Seth's betrayal in 2014, shattering the Shield with a chair shot, left scars that never healed. Now, Seth leads his own faction, a ragtag group of rebels like Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, challenging Roman's reign. Seth's defiance, his refusal to acknowledge Roman, is personal, a reminder of a bond broken long ago. The history between Roman and Seth is layered with betrayal. Seth's chair shot wasn't just a plot twist, it was a wound to Roman's pride. Every encounter since, WrestleMania main events, title matches, has carried that weight. Seth's faction, built on camaraderie and chaos, mocks Roman's rigid control. When Seth called out Roman on SmackDown, accusing him of abandoning his brothers for power, it hit a nerve. The bloodline's unity was questioned, and Roman's response would change everything. The SmackDown stage was set. Roman stood in the ring, mic in hand, the Usos and Heyman at his side. His promo was pure tribal chief, arrogant, commanding, untouchable. He declared his reign eternal, dismissing Seth's faction as a circus of losers. The crowd booed, but you could feel the tension. Jey's eyes darted, Jimmy shifted uncomfortably, and Heyman's smirk hid something deeper. Then, Seth's music hit, and the arena erupted. Seth Rollins strode out, flanked by Owens and Zayn, his faction radiating defiance. He didn't just challenge Roman's title, he challenged his legacy. "You're no chief," Seth sneered. "You're a coward hiding behind family." The words stung, and Jey's face showed it. Roman's control was slipping, and Seth was exposing the cracks. The crowd was electric, sensing a fight. But no one, not the fans, not Seth, not even the bloodline, saw what was coming next. New music blares, unfamiliar yet menacing. The arena froze. Out walked Roman's new Shield. Not the Usos, not Solo Sikoa, but a shocking trio, Dominic Mysterio, Finn Balor, and Braun Breaker. No bloodline members. The crowd gasped, Jey's jaw dropped, and Seth's smirk vanished. Roman stood tall, a cold grin spreading as his new allies flanked him. This wasn't the bloodline, this was a new empire, built to destroy. The attack was chaos unleashed. Dominic and Balor swarmed Owens and Zayn, while Breaker, a powerhouse, charged Seth. Roman watched, directing the carnage like a general. Seth fought back, but the numbers were overwhelming. Breaker speared him through the barricade, Balor hit a coup de grace, and Dominic sealed it with a vicious 619. The crowd roared in shock as Seth's faction lay broken, Roman standing over them, his new Shield at his side. Let's pause to feel the weight of this moment. The bloodline, built on family, was absent from Roman's side. Instead, he chose outsiders, Dominic, a prodigal son turned heel, BLOODLINE, a cunning veteran, and Breaker, a rising beast. This wasn't just an attack on Seth, it was a betrayal of the Bloodline's core. Jay and Jimmy, sidelined, watched their cousin align with strangers. The fans felt it too, with X posts exploding. Roman just threw his family away. This is war. Why this new shield? Backstage whispers, gathered by Wainsider, point to Paul Heyman's genius. Sources say Heyman handpicked this trio to counter Seth's faction. Dominic's agility, Balor's experience, and Breaker's raw power mirror the original Shield's dynamic. But there's a darker motive. Heyman's protecting Roman's reign by distancing him from the Bloodline's drama. The Usos' loyalty is fraying, and Roman knows it. This new shield is his insurance policy, but it's a gamble that could cost him everything. The emotional aftermath is raw. Jey Uso's face during the attack said it all: shock, hurt, betrayal. He didn't move, didn't speak, just stared as Roman led his new allies. Jimmy, loyal but conflicted, stayed close to Heyman, but even he looked shaken. Fans on X are buzzing, with one tweet reading, "Jay's done. Roman just broke his heart." The Bloodline's unity, once their strength, is crumbling, and Roman's choice to abandon his family for outsiders is a wound that won't heal. Seth Rollins, battered and bloodied, was helped backstage. A leaked clip on X showed him refusing medics, muttering, "He's not my brother anymore." This attack wasn't just physical, it was personal. Seth and Roman's history, from Shield brothers to bitter enemies, made this betrayal cut deeper. Seth's faction, built on trust, was dismantled in minutes. Insiders say Seth's plotting revenge, but at what cost? His defiance might lead to his downfall. The fans are divided. X is a storm of reactions, from "Roman's a genius" to "he betrayed his blood." Some see this as a masterstroke, a new chapter for the tribal chief. Others call it a desperate move, a sign Roman's losing control. One user tweeted, "No Bloodline. Roman's empire is a lie now." The sentiment is clear. This new shield has changed the game, but it's fractured the Bloodline's soul. Fans are left wondering who's next and whether Roman's gamble will backfire. Let's talk about the new shield's dynamic. Dominic Mysterio, the rebellious heir, brings unpredictability. Finn Balor, a former Universal Champion, adds cunning and credibility. Braun Breaker, a second-generation star, is raw power personified. Together, they're a lethal unit, tailored to Roman's vision. But unlike the original Shield, this trio isn't bound by brotherhood. They're mercenaries, loyal to Roman's power, or Heyman's promises. That's a weakness Seth could exploit. The Bloodline's legacy is at a crossroads. For years, it's been about family, blood above all. Roman's decision to form a new Shield without the Usos or Solo spits in the face of that legacy. He's trading loyalty for control, family for power. History will judge this moment harshly. Will the Bloodline be remembered as a dynasty of unity or a cautionary tale of ambition? Roman's choice has rewritten the narrative, and the fallout is just beginning. Backstage, the locker room is buzzing. Wainsider sources report tension among the roster. Some admire Roman's ruthlessness, others fear his new alliance. One anonymous wrestler said, "Roman's playing with fire. Those guys aren't family, they'll turn on him." There's also talk of the Usos' next move. Jay's silence speaks volumes, and Jimmy's loyalty is wavering. A Bloodline civil war feels inevitable, with fans on X already fantasy booking Jay vs. Roman at WrestleMania. Seth's faction is licking its wounds. Kevin Owens, known for his resilience, is reportedly furious, vowing to take down Roman's new Shield single-handedly. Sami Zayn, the heart of the group, is questioning his place in this war. Seth, the leader, is driven by something deeper: betrayal. His history with Roman makes this personal, and insiders say he's planning something big. The visionary won't stay down, but this new Shield is a challenge unlike any he's faced. Paul Heyman's role is the X factor. The wise man orchestrated this, but his motives are murky. Is he protecting Roman's reign or setting him up for a fall? Heyman's history with Balor and his influence over Dominic suggest he's playing a long game. But Breaker's a wild card, and Roman's paranoia could turn on Heyman himself. X users are speculating, with one post reading, "Heyman's the real puppet master. Roman's just a pawn." The broader WWE landscape feels the shockwaves. Cody Rhodes, still chasing his destiny, now faces a stronger Roman.